Hi guys, welcome back. This is part 6 of the Grey Wizard. In this video we are making the cape. We're also going to sew it on at the end. Of course you can refer to the written pattern if you don't need help with the crocheted rows. And those of you who are crocheting along with me, grab your crochet hook and let's get started. To start the cape we're going to make a chain. When you start the chain, make the starting yarn tail quite long because we're going to use that to sew our cape onto the doll when we're done. So it's going to be used to sew the two ends in place. We're going to make a chain of 16. So yarn over and pull through 16 times. There's our chain of 16. Starting in the second chain from the hook, we're going to put a single crochet across the chain. There's the first chain. We're going into the second one. When I go through, I always like to make sure that I have 2 loops of that chain on top of my hook and 1 loop on the bottom. Pull the yarn through. Hang on to the little bit of yarn underneath your hook, yarn over and pull through. And there was a single crochet in the second chain from the hook. See that bigger loop? That's the one we just worked. So make sure you're getting into your next chain over and put a single crochet. Into the next chain. Alright guys, you can now pause the video and continue with a single crochet across the chain. Stop before you get to the end and I'll show you what it looks like. I've made it to my last chain and I'll go ahead and put in my single crochet. That's the end of row 2, and now we have 15 stitches across. We started with 16, but because we began in the second chain from the hook, we now have 15 stitches across. And you can see those V's. The last one right here, and the first one right here. Now we're going to start working in half double crochet, so chain 2 and turn. Skipping that chain we just made, starting in the first stitch of the row, skipping that chain, 1, 2, and starting in the third one, 1 half double crochet in the next 6 stitches. There was 1, 2, make sure you're going through both loops of your stitch every time you go through. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now we're going to put in 2 half double crochets in the next 3 stitches. There's 1. Going back in the same stitch, put another one. Now 2 half double crochets in the next. 1, and back in. There's 2. Now 2 half double crochets into the next. 1, and back in. 2. And now 1 half double crochet in the remaining 6 stitches. And when you get to the last one, it dips down a little bit, so just make sure that you're getting into both loops of that stitch. It's very easy just to pick up one. Now we're finished row 3, and now we have 18 stitches across. chain 2, and turn. So again, skipping that chain that we just made, 1, 2, going into the third one, 1 half double crochet in each of those 18 stitches across. Now you can pause the video and meet me back here at the end of the row. So I've made it across at the end of row 4. Now we're going to chain 2 and turn. Row 5, skip that chain we just made, 1 half double crochet in the next 8 stitches. So again, starting right here, 1 half double crochet in the next 8. I'm going to speed it up. And now 2 half double crochets in the next 2 stitches. Back in, and there's 2, and now 2 into the next one. And now 1 half double crochet in the remaining 8 stitches. I'm going to speed it up. I just got to the end. I just put in my 7th one. There's the 8th one right there. You see how it's dipped down a little bit? Just make sure that you get into that one. And make sure you go through both loops of that stitch. Now we're at the end of row 5, and now we have 20 stitches across. Chain 2 and turn. Row 6, skipping that chain we just made, 1 half double crochet in each of those 20 stitches. So now you can pause the video and meet me back here when you reach the end of the row. I just made it across. I'm at the end of row 6, just making sure that I get both loops of that last stitch on my hook. And that's the end of row 6, and we still have 20 stitches across. Chain 2 and turn. Row 7 is 1 half double crochet in the next 3 stitches, and then 2 half double crochets in the next stitch, and we'll repeat that across. When you get to the very last stitch in the row, you'll be putting in 2 half double crochets. So remember to skip that chain that you made. The first stitch is right there. 1 half double crochet in the next 3. And now 2 half double crochets into the 4th. And now repeat that across. You can pause the video now and meet me back here at the end of the row. At the end of row 7, and now we have 25 stitches across. Rows 8 through 10 is 1 half double crochet in each one of those 25 stitches for 3 rows. So remember to chain 2 at the end of every row and turn, and at the start of every row skip that chain. 1 half double crochet in each one of those stitches for 3 rows. So you can pause the video and I'll meet you back here at the end of row 10. I just made it to the end of row 10. Now I'm going to finish off, and I'm going to weave in that yarn tail. So I'm going to weave it down. Okay, I'm going to pull that corner back into shape, and then I'll go up. Okay, and I'm going to weave it through that row right there. Now I can break free, thread the other yarn tail. Okay, I'm just going to stretch it out a little bit. And now I'm going to place it on my doll. And if you need to, pin it in place. But this is all I do. Take the first corner, sew it in, go right through the doll. Right through. I'm going to go back in that same stitch hole I just came out of and go across, and then go grab the corner of the other side, go through, and pull. Make sure I like how it looks. Now I can just knot off here. Pull tight. Now I'll bring my yarn tail down and away, pull on it slightly, and cut. Alright guys, that's the end of this video. Now you can head over to the next one where we'll make his hat. I'll meet you over there.